Hi, welcome to a short introduction to the slide-in range that is Samsung Bespoke. It's an induction range, meaning it's very different from what you're used to cooking with. So you can see we do have some edge lighting, which is really nice. And it's pretty easy to use. You can see where there's a connection here. That is where you can put a large pot there if you don't want to use just the smaller ones. It works really great. You have your controls for like baking. The oven is super. We'll get to that in a minute. So you've got your temperature. You've got where everything will connect to the SmartThings app, which is interesting in itself, as my husband is the one who uses this most of the time, and I will get a text at work saying that the oven has been preheated. So then, yeah, I know he's up to something. The induction part of it is over here. You can see where you have your burners, where you have your joint one. You can also choose your temperature and all that. You have your seconds and your okay. If you need to go back for anything on here, we have that. And as you just noticed, if you don't punch something in within a few seconds, it will shut back off again, except for the oven, but the clock will stay on if you want it to. Speaking of the oven, let's take a look. So here we have this inside, which is very different from my last one as well. You can see the fan straight ahead. That's actually where your heating element is. Notice there is no standard heating element itself in the bottom, like you would normally see in your average ranges. And if you are thinking of putting foil in the bottom, don't. It is not a good idea and very not recommended by Samsung at all. So this range is truly amazing in itself, that it's an induction. It cooks sous vide. It's a convection oven, and it heats things very evenly, where your standard ranges aren't quite there. One thing about this range, it has a matte black glass, which I thought was interesting too. I find it really pretty, actually. The whole thing is. But if you think that you can just use your average pots and pans on this, you can't. It needs something with metal that is metallic, like an iron in the bottom. So if you happen to take your pan and put a magnet on the bottom, if it sticks, it's usable. It's compatible with this range. If it doesn't, plan on getting a new set, which might be exciting in itself. So here you have it. We're enjoying it. In fact, I like all my Samsung appliances now. So I would just like to say, if you're thinking about this, give it a try. It really is amazing. Bye-bye.